C8 Sciences has developed an entirely new class of treatment for CNS disorders, and we're focusing on the treatment and diagnosis of depression. Depression is the number 1 cause of disability worldwide, and in the context of chronic medical illnesses, it reduces both quality and duration of life. For example, a cancer patient with depression has a 20 to 39% decrease in survival. Depression and cardiovascular disease increases mortality more than 3-fold. Unfortunately, currently available treatments for depression don't work very well. The response rate to medicine is 50%, relapse rate is over 50%, and the burden is felt by the healthcare system as well as by patients and their families. The cost to the hospital of a patient with cancer who's depressed is $235,000 a year compared to $110,000 a year for a cancer patient without depression. So what is digital neurotherapy? Our brains are organized from single cells to cell dyads to local circuits of neighboring neurons to neurosystems that integrate the actions of hundreds of millions of neurons from all across the brain. Cognition and emotion only exist at the neurosystems level, not at the cell level. And of course, it's changes in how we think and feel that constitute a clinical illness. Digital neurotherapy looks like a computer game. However, it consists of carefully crafted perceptual and cognitive tasks that stimulate the brain's own repair mechanisms to restore neurosystem function. For developing DNT, I received an NIH Director's Award for paradigm-changing medical research, and they called my program easily the most sophisticated brain training program ever conceived. We've demonstrated mechanism of action through fMRI studies. You see here a healthy person's brain activation during a verbal memory task, absence of activation in a schizophrenia patient, and normalization of activation after 16 weeks of DNT. Here you see a study by an independent research group showing that our program restores functional connectivity abnormalities in the brain in depressed patients. The red bar indicates the average response rate from 3 published studies when our treatment is added to medicine in patients who have completely failed to respond. Treatment-resistant depression. The gray bar indicates what happens if you add cognitive behavioral therapy. Here's if you add a second medicine. Here's what happens if you add transcranial magnetic stimulation. This is the response rate to depression in a competitor DNT, and they excluded any patient who had failed to respond to medicine. And among the treatments, ours is the only one that also increases cognitive function. Why do we work better? We have more breadth. 9 treatment modules that target neurosystems. Within each module, more than 60 levels defined by incremental variations of the perceptual and cognitive demands made on the trial, more content, a year of therapy as opposed to a month. The same precision allows us to use each trial as a probe of neurosystem function, a biomarker. We collect thousands of responses from each person during the course of the treatment. We then apply machine learning to that to identify groups of patients who might have the same diagnosis but have different underlying pathology, enabling then treatment of people for the disorder that they actually have. We're a lean company. We intend to stay that way. We are only going to do what we do best, which design and create new digital neurotherapies and biomarkers that out-license. We seek out-license partners. We're raising $15 million in venture capital. We have highly experienced scientific and business leadership. Our CEO, Tim Kish, was formerly CFO and VP first at Biogen and then at Illumina. So take-homes, NIH Director's Award for paradigm-changing research, comprehensive and versatile platform technology, 2 high-value propositions, the treatment and the diagnosis, industry-leading treatment for depression in market now, and a business plan that has the potential to solve the problems that other digital therapy companies have had by trying to do everything. Thank you.